Ain't a terrible looking old tractor. I don't know what the deal with the silver deal on the back of it is. Well, it's got the big rubber. I think it's 20.842s, ain't they? Cab needs cleaning.
Gotta remember how to drive one of these. Used to drive an 8410 for our old boss for a long time, so this kind of brings back some memories. Here we go. 15, 16. Let's go, boys. wet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a rental, but I believe it. If this tractor does what it's supposed to, I think we may buy a tractor. I don't know. Boy, this is just core memories unlocked right here. I forgot how good these darn things ride. My gosh. It's like if I died and went to heaven today, this is what it would be like. One more turn, we'll try that. Let's get that. Now, let's say, give it a, yeah. Like that Celine Dion song, it's all coming back to me now. Gotta relearn them. I spent many an hour on the 8410 at my old job. And it's just like, uh-oh. Rolling it. Well, I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people asking, did you buy this 8310? And the answer is, not yet. We will see, but no, we have this tractor rented. As you can see, we're doing a lot of subsoil and ripping in front of this corn ground, and we have been running the 4650, and the 4650 will pull that ripper, but in sure enough hard ground, it is just pulling the guts out of our old poor 4650. So we rented this 8310 from Tennessee Tractor. They gave us a pretty good deal as far as our price per hours. Said we was a good customer, so they was gonna do us right on it, so we got it rented. The only thing is, if somebody wanted to come buy it, then we'd have to give it up. So but no, we got it rented. We would like to have a tractor like this, but I don't know if it'll be this year or what. If he runs it too much, I'm afraid we will. But it's a 2000 John Deere 8310, about 9,100 hours on it. Got good Firestone deep tread tires. I mean, same as new. Fronts are a little, but no, we got it rented for now for the spring anyways. It's no beauty queen, but got a few tweaks in here and there, but for what we're going to do with it, it'll be fine. I had a couple of codes pop up on it, and Uncle Terry Woodrow, I asked him about it. He's got two 8310s, so I asked him, and he told us what they were, so thanks, Uncle Terry. He's in heaven. The main thing is, with this 8310, yes, we got more horsepower. Yes, we probably got more weight and more traction. But we're running 3.5 with the 4650. I'm gonna guess he's running 4.5, maybe 5. I don't know for sure. We'll get a camera up there in the cab, let him show you. But I think that's where we're going to get our performance upgrade. It's just in speed, and then them sure enough hard spots having that front wheel assist, just helping out. Don't get us wrong, we still love our SoundGuard tractors. I mean, that's why people watch the channel, but that would be cool to have one of them. I like to have a 4760 or a 4960. Kind of I guess an in-between, I guess you would say. Still the old SoundGuard, but right before they went to the 8000s. But we'll get you a couple of more action shots here.
105 miles an hour. Needs to be a touch drier to do this, but in the hard spots it's rolling like it's supposed to, so we're sending it. This old ground needs busted open. Get some oxygen down in it. Let her breathe, open up her sinuses. Wait, well, I was just going to run a scratcher do all over this, and I don't know what Robert told you, but this kind of a spur of the moment deal. We was in Tennessee Tractor this morning getting some parts, getting some paperwork on my Gator, and getting some parts, and I don't know, I just went in there and kind of asked them about renting a tractor for this spring, and Brian up there made me a deal I couldn't refuse, so I had to go to Dyersburg and pick his tractor up. It's not a perfect old tractor, but for what we're renting it for, I think we can live with a few things. What we had to do to it? We had to put the jewels on it. It had the jewels off of it.
Changed the engine oil filter.
Yeah, we changed the oil filter. It showed it's been 400 hours since it's been serviced, so we put an oil filter on it.
Blew out the air filter.
Topped it off with good Schaefer's oil.
Charged the AC.
Charged the AC up. Think we're gonna have to wash the condenser out in the morning. I think that's what's wrong with it. It was low on Freon, but it also needs the condenser washed out. And
topped it off of fuel.
The fuel gauge don't work. Well, the fuel gauge works sometimes.
Yeah.
Left the dealership with a quarter tank of fuel. It showed, but it was not a quarter tank of fuel in it. So I had to go down there and put 5 gallons of fuel in it to get it home where we could get it to the big tank. Quick hitch was stuck on it, where it ain't been. We don't. From what we can tell, the old tractor, I mean, somebody obviously thought something of it, because they put 20.842 deep tread Firestones on it, and them things ain't cheap. It's a 2000 model, so
it's hard to believe this thing's 23 years old.
I know. In my mind, this is a brand new tractor.
We got a video of John Deere Day 2000.
Yeah, when these things was brand new. It's hard to believe these tractors are 24-year-old. In my mind, a 4640 is still a 10-year-old tractor. And it's hard to believe M46s, I guess, have seemed old all my life, because when I was growing up, these was new. But when my granddaddy was farming, those tractors weren't but 10-year-old, you know?
Yeah.
Hell, I'm so used to going slow, I forget I can grab another gear.
Oh, 6 miles an hour.
She's a horse now.
What is an 8310?
We'll have to get on Tractor Dad and say, I'm pretty sure it's 200 horse, ain't it?
I figured it's more than that.
Well, I thought an 8410 was 225.
It might be.
I really think they was underrated on the horsepower.
Uncle Terry said we need to put a box on it.
It sure enough be I'd rip the plows off my ripper if we put a box on it. So Uncle Terry got a box on his.
He said he did.
There's one of them hard spots. I'm hoping I ain't heard Uncle Terry's 8310 one day. No, we're not blood relation. Here's a spring. We'll get her really wet. Either that or we'll open her up. I'll probably open it up, water will be all over the farm tomorrow, and Robert will get the track 4650 and the do-all stuck in it. I shouldn't have done this. I want one now. Around it is dry except for it. We done tried to work it twice, and I know if he can't pull a scratcher do all of it, I can't pull a planter up it, and even if I could, it wouldn't be doing a fit job. I know what we've ripped so far. We've ripped it and run that scratcher do all twice, and it is planted like an absolute dream. Only one thing is missing, and that is auto steer.
It's bad now. Most of the people are using these tractors as chore tractors.
And this would be the big house on my farm. Oh my. Now we are accomplishing something back there. Yeah, I don't think the 4650 would have pulled through that. Before y'all start giving me a lecture, yes, I know it's wet. Why do you think we went and rented a front wheel assist tractor? Robert said that's one good thing about having two-wheel drive tractors. You ain't gonna get on the ground too wet.
You'll know pretty quick if it's fit enough to run.
But I do want to give a shout out to Brian at Tennessee Tractor for making this possible. I really appreciate it. It's really helping us out this spring. We've got some ground that ain't wanting to dry up, and this is really going to help us out. So
they'll take the strain off our tractors.
Yeah, take the strain off some of our tractors, because 4650, we're kind of maxing it out on what it'll do. It's I mean, that's our heavy tillage tractor, and it gets a workout. Y'all, they don't know how much I appreciate him letting us rent this tractor and the deal we work. So I really do appreciate it. I feel like I've always been taken care of.